The first camera to successfully capture a permanent image was View from the Window at La Grau, considered the oldest surviving photograph taken in 1826. The process called heliography was time consuming, requiring more than 8 hours of exposure to create a single still image. Later, simpler methods were developed, such as Daguerre's technique, which reduced exposure time to just 10 to 15 minutes. Following this advancement, French photographer Horace Vernet and Gopi Fosquet captured one of the earliest photographs of Egypt, and indeed of the African continent, a daguerreotype of the Haram Gate of Muhammad Ali in Alexandria. Photography was still undeveloped when Napoleon embarked on his Egyptian expedition. Therefore, the French relied on sketches drawn by artists like Dominique Vivant Denon, whom Napoleon personally invited to join the mission. Denon sketched rapidly on site under harsh conditions, including intense heat, tight time constraints, and even the sound of musket fire. Because of these challenges, he sometimes filled in missing details from memory, later cross-checking with colleagues who recorded precise measurements of the monuments. Several of his sketches, including those of the Dendra zodiac, carved in place at the Temple of Hathor, were so precise that they enabled astronomers to date the ceiling to around 50 BCE. His drawings of the Colossi of Memnon depict cracks and signs of erosion that remain visible today. However, this approach had limitations, particularly in conveying the true scale of the monuments. To resolve this issue, Denon included locals, French troops and camels in his drawings to convey the scale of the monuments. Reflecting on these ruins, Denon wrote, "I have never seen anything so imposing. I felt like an insect at the foot of these immense colonnades. These ruins announce a civilization as old as time itself." Egypt holds many unanswered questions about its ancient monuments, from the pyramids to the spectrum of colorful pigments used in tomb paintings, carvings, and jewelry. Although around 80% of these pigments came from natural sources, such as minerals, plants, and animals, some were found to have been artificially manufactured by ancient Egyptian chemists. They were the first civilization to invent a fully synthetic pigment, laying the groundwork for modern chemistry nearly 2,500 years before similar development in Europe. Egyptian blue is the most famous of these pigments. The recipe for Egyptian blue required 4